Congrats, Lorenzo. You've now reached at least the quarterfinals at all 4 majors. How was your experience for your first pro match on Rod Laver Arena?
Well, I think today was a pretty special performance because, first match in such a big stage for me. I had great memories from juniors, which, I lifted the trophy in the junior, but of course, never had the chance, to play in the professional in such a beautiful court and with such great atmosphere. And I think today I managed really well. It was a solid performance. I prepared the match pretty well, and I've done everything that I needed to do, to beat Taylor, who is such a great opponent. So really happy to be in the quarters for the first time.
Congratulations. Taylor spoke after the match and didn't want to take anything away from you. Felt like you played really well, but it seemed like he was struggling physically. I'm curious what your sense of that was on the court.
Well, at the beginning I fought too, because he was serving kind of, didn't serve really good in the first set, but then afterwards he started to serve big and playing like always. So I don't really know. I don't know if he said something about it. But I was really focused on my game, on what I had to do, so I was not really looking at him, and that was probably something that made the difference between this match and certain match, which I was maybe sometimes focusing too much on my opponent. Thanks.
A lot of, you've said a few times that you're playing more aggressive tennis on hard courts now.
Yeah.
I'm curious, was there anything that you needed to get over, I don't know, mentally maybe, to play the way you're playing now? For example, a lot of players talk about having to accept that when they play more offensive tennis, they hit more errors. Was there anything you felt you needed to get over?
Well, it was like sort of even a mentality switch, which I think I felt it a lot. Like for example, last year during US Open, I was not feeling really well after Wimbledon. I was coming from an injury, and I managed, to deal with the three first round losses between Washington, Toronto, and Cincinnati, and then I managed, to find a way in New York and try to be more aggressive, starting from the serve. And after that, I felt more confident on this kind of surface and this kind of conditions. So I think the turnaround point was kind of there. So, but as you said, I think it was a little bit of switch also on thinking that I could be more aggressive, not just the technical thing.
You play Novak in the next round. Can you just talk through that matchup and what you're expecting from that match?
Well, playing against Novak is always, challenging, especially here, which, he won many times, and he knew pretty well the condition, all the things possible, and I think it will be a tough match. For sure. Of course, he's feeling good. He never lost a set, and he had the chance, to rest for a few days. And I think at this age, I think he was happy about it. Of course, to try, to be well prepared and well, relaxed for this match, but of course we know each other pretty well because we played a lot. Just once against him, so hopefully I'll take my revenge, because last time in Athens we were really close, and I feel like I have another chance now.
Lorenzo, what are the two things that you would say are the most difficult when facing Novak?
One for sure, facing his character, his status as a player, and as a champion as it is. And the second one, of course, the way he he turned around sometimes from difficult situation, raising his level and never escaping from a match. That's the two things, I guess, that always Novak does.
You spoke on the court, Lorenzo, about some of your team members not being here and about you being away from your family.
Yeah.
Have you had to bring somebody else in to help you while you're here? And also, are you doing a lot of video calling with people at home?
Well, it's not that easy because with the jet lag, kind of tough to call and call back. Of course, they're always awake in the night, so that's why I written "Good morning Italy" because in Italy it was pretty early. But no, I have half of my team now here, and I think we are doing a great job because the week before the start of the tournament, a lot of things happened, and unfortunately they weren't that positive. So we found a way, and that's the most important thing. And I think that maybe that helped me, to be a better version of myself also on the court. And I felt that also today. So I'm really, really proud, and I want to continue, to honorate also the team that is at home.
You played in Athens, Lorenzo, against Novak, and what is the lesson from there? What we can expect from you to just change around that moment, because it was really tight there? What can you do to just change on your side?
Well, I think, as I said before, it was a really close match. I think I had my chances there, but I was not cynical. I was not cold enough to beat him. So I think that the thought that I have and the mentality that I have, to put on the court next match against Nole is probably that one. Try, to go for winning the match and not playing the match.